working on a game? Do you start with a design doc? Do you start coding? Do you kind of do both at the same time? What do you do? Well, for me, I keep project notebooks, and every project I have gets its own notebook basically. So there's one. This one is split into two. Here's one that's also split into two. So, for example, with Finn and Kit, or with Fantasio de Esperanto, I basically will write down kind of a rough idea of what's in my mind. Like, I don't have a fully formed game in my brain, generally, but then I'll kind of sketch out how things are going to work. What it'll look like. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out, like, the user interface. Let me see if I can find... Like, it took me a while to figure out how I wanted to get the map editor to look in Finn and Kit. And I went through a few iterations of that. Or, kind of, I sketched out how I wanted levels to kind of look. And stuff like that. So, I don't do, like, a full design document when I'm working on a game at the moment. Just because I feel like there's not really a concrete vision for the game, it's just kind of like something that grows over time. So, I also keep a bunch of to-do lists in here. Here's sketches of the enemies before I actually sat down at my computer and drew it in GIMP, and whatever else. So, basically, anytime I want to make a game, I like to list out what's going on, like, you know, what are all of the enemies that will be in the level, like the world theme, things that need to get done, concept art, so stuff that, like, does this look okay before I actually commit to drawing something. And here's some more concept art. And more concept art, more concept art, more concept art, more concept art. See, if you have played Gift Grab, you'll recognize some of these costumes. Like these. Those made into the game. Actually, really everything I sketch mostly kind of made it into the game. Unless it was just not good at all. So, that's usually what I do. I'm trying to find something a little bit better, like... these were just conversion notes because it was originally a different game, and so we converted it from the original theme to the Christmas theme. Let me see, here's like planning out a character creator, so different types of hairstyles and basic clothes. I'm not really good at designing clothes, so that's just stuff you have to like spend more time. Here's my really crappy idea, like, I can't draw islands, so there's my crappy attempt at drawing islands. And here's a list of like art assets I might need for different types of places. So really just, it's not super organized in that it's not like in the same order as a design document, but at the same time, since usually when I'm working on games, it's, again, like, not a complete product in my head. Like, for some people, when they're writing music or making games or drawing art, like, they have a vision in their mind. That would be like, maybe I have some gameplay idea in my mind, but I don't usually have like a full game idea. So it's just kind of like going with something that seems interesting and building from there, and basically doing it iteratively. So I even posted some screenshots in this book to keep track of it, which this one's on hold, but you can see that. So yeah, if you're having a hard time with just keeping up with the game in general, maybe this isn't the best notebook to show because this is on hold right now, but my suggestion is just kind of make the process fun, make the process something shiny and something you like to do. So I always buy really cute notebooks to keep all my notes in, and then it's like I have a special notebook for my game design. I feel good about writing in it, I feel good about, even though it's like all just random sketches and not really like any sort of flow. It's not like something you'd pick up and read for fun. It just feels much nicer. I paint the title on the top, I design the back. So, you know, you kind of have to just treat yourself to, you know, a nice notebook isn't the most expensive tool you need with programming. I mean, you need a computer, so buy yourself a cool notebook. And if you have problems keeping up with tasks that need to be done, just remember to break it down. Maybe keep a task list on GitHub or Bitbucket, and just kind of start with the easy tasks if you're having trouble getting that momentum going, and working your way up from there. Because I find that if I start on an easy task, it's a lot easier to continue working. Sometimes the hardest part is just getting started and like opening the IDE, and once that's done and once I've like changed a line of code, then it's a lot easier. I don't know what the barrier to entry is between starting to code and like just having not coded for a day or a few days or whatever. It's like, I don't know, for some reason it's really hard to just get started, but once you're started it goes a lot faster. So try to combat analysis paralysis by taking it a task at a time and keeping your task list in a nice, cool notebook.